There was this moment in college where I thought about death and death to myself, that is. And I guess they call that suicidal, but to me, it didn't really seem like it. Like it didn't seem that sexy. I just felt like life was this equation and the answer was never happiness, no matter how much I changed around the variables. So, not living seemed to be a viable answer to that equation. I knew where my friend's pills were from his surgery, and I used to hold the bottle in my hand when no one was at our house, and I would like twirl it around, and I would just like wonder. So at that time, I figured it was time to talk to someone, and I remember calling the campus health services and just saying, "Hey, I don't know how to ask this, so I'm just going to say I need to talk to someone." And their response was, "Well, we're pretty booked up right now. How's 3 weeks from now sound?" And I remember reflexively just cowering on the other end of the phone and just being like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that's totally okay. I'll just call then." And like I laugh at that so hard to this day. Like putting a suicidal person on hold is fucking hilarious. um, but yeah, anyways, I there wasn't really one thing that helped me get past it. It just kind of fizzled away. I don't know. I just kept moving until the weight was light enough to kind of breathe. But ever since then, there's been this like low droning hum of existential dread just following me around, really. Some days the hum is pretty loud and annoying, and others it's almost impossible to hear unless I stop and really try to focus. But nonetheless, it is there day in and day out. I have so much interest in things. I love to talk deeply. I love to meet new people, but sometimes I don't. Sometimes I want to be asleep more than I want to be awake. And that really pisses me off. So I start to treat people poorly. I watch more of the internet. I lose interest. I lose interest in myself. And I think that's the main thing for me. I hate myself sometimes and I get embarrassed of the man that I have to present to the world. Truly. And then, you know, sometimes I notice that in all of this, all I've done is talked about myself. And I realize that good people are only determined by how they interact with the world. Like you can only be a good person judged by other people. And sure, we could go really deep into the ethics of that, but the actions speak louder than words. Well, actions are usually done or with other people. And that's what I mean by that. And I feel like it's not the other way around, where the world interacts with me in a certain way and that determines who I am as a person. No, I have to love other people and I have to be a good person to other people and provide for other people in order to be a good person. And this is an important realization and it's an important thing that I'm sharing with you guys because if you feel the same way, I feel like this is the hack. This is the thing that can help us pull through because in all of this existential dread, there is but one recurring thing, and it is my ego or your ego if you're dealing with this. It's just always I feel this, I feel that, I do this, I do that. And like that is just the utterances of a selfish prick because there are other people in the world. And so I'd love to have some sort of ego death experience with some gnarly hallucinogens. I'd love to, give myself to a religion. I'd love to help others who are in need, but what I really need to do is focus on those who have loved me through it all and those who will love me to the end. And I need to show love to them. I want to be very clear here. I'm going to be okay. But if ever I am not, that's okay as well. And I hope that makes sense for you, because that is all the brain power I can muster on that. So guys, try your best to have a wonderful day, because I know I will. Love you. What do you think she's going to be like?
I think she's gonna be stubborn.
She's going to be stubborn?
Yeah. Because we're both kind of stubborn.
But she's going to be so silly, though.
She's gonna be silly, she's gonna be very curious and stubborn, and she's gonna be really smart.
Really smart.
Very, very smart.
Too smart.
Smarter than us.
Yeah, probably.